Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And the lesson today is lesson 346. And the lesson is, today the peace of God envelops me, and I forget all things except his love. And it begins with a prayer, which is, Father, I wake today with miracles, correcting my perception of all things. And so begins the day I share with you, as I will share eternity, for time has stepped aside today. I do not seek the things of time, and so I will not look upon them. When I seek today, what I seek today transcends all laws of time and things perceived in time. I would forget all things except your love. I would abide in you and know no laws except your law of love. And I would find the peace which you created for your Son, forgetting all the foolish toys I made as I behold your glory and my own. And it goes on further to say, and when the evening comes today, we will remember nothing but the peace of God. For we will learn today what peace is ours when we forget all things except God's love. Today, the peace of God envelops me, and I forget all things except his love. Now, for me, that's a pretty perfect way to start the day, to remember throughout the day God's love. So I'm going to continue with a reflection using the book, A Year of Forgiveness. And this is Louise Spalding, channeling Jesus. And this is what Jesus has to offer us, or has to say to us regarding this lesson. He says, you are blessed beings indeed, and I am the one you know as Jesus. For most of you, a lesson like this will make you think that you have to stop your normal life today. Jesus says that is not at all true. You can carry on the task of your daily existence and experience, but focus your mind on the eternal throughout the day. This stops fear from creeping into your mind, because fear is always to do with time. It is always to do with the body which is temporary. So when you focus on God's love, which is eternal, ever present, and always existing, there is no fluctuation in your mood, because you are not focused on the time-based, even ego-driven dream in which you are living. You truly step above the battleground and become miracle-minded when you focus on God's love. It is not represented in physical form in your world, but it is about that eternal connection you have with all that is. That is what we've been cultivating through all of these lessons, Jesus says, getting you to focus your mind away from the physical, not as a judgment, but in understanding that the physical, again, is the result of what you believe and where you put your attention. So whatever we see out there is coming from our beliefs and from our mind. If you always put your attention on the physical body, you will feel a bit, Jesus says, yucky. You will feel conflicted and fearful, not because the body is bad, but because the body is temporary and you are not. Your mind is not temporary. It is an eternal spiritual being. So there is some conflict there. When you are overly identified with the short-term physical, your mind is saying, no, that's not the correct thing to focus on. Jesus says, focus on high-frequency things so that you can align yourself with God. And Jesus concludes by saying, I am the one you know as Jesus, and I will be with you again. So the lesson is, today the peace of God envelops me, and I forget all things except his love. So go forward today, with the intention to remain in the presence of love, to focus on God's love. And when you forget, remember. Do your best to remember. That's what we're here for together, is we forget and we remember. And we're here today to remind each other that to forget all things except God's love today. All right. As always, thank you for being here. And I look forward to being with you in the next lesson, which is in the next video for lesson 347. Until then, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Bye for now.